Well, Central Tech, it's the historic look, that castle feel. It's a gauntlet. You walk past and you just, whoa, you look up, and the reputation that comes with it, it has that feel, it has that effect. Being in downtown Toronto, it is what it is. You're gonna get everything, right? So all the distractions are gonna happen, all the excitement's gonna be there, any little thing happens in school, it's newsworthy because you're a downtown school, right? So we have to get past all those distractions and focus in and dial in what we're supposed to do inside this gym. Do we play with a chip? We make it so.
We're a grit and grind team. We're underdogs. So we play even though we're up 20, we play like we're down 20.
We try to break the neck of the other teams. Once we have our foot on the gas, we try not to let go. If you're a hard worker, if you have nothing to lose, if you're gonna put it all on the line every night, then you could come play on Central Tech.
I'm praying that they take on my personality. I got a smile and I laugh and I joke outside of the game, but inside the game, I'm yelling, I'm screaming, and I'm fierce. And that's how we're developing right now. Stop relying on what we did in the years past or the games past. It's now, yes? And when we get to be that tenacious group, that loud group, that aggressive group, great things happen.
That style and structure is making Central Tech a destination basketball school for players like Matthew Daves, who joined the Blues for his senior season.
I knew the coaches and I knew how their style of training was. And I thought that I'd fit in here well. It just brings up a certain tone to how I'm doing everything. So every single rep is more important now. Being Filipino, it's a bit different. People look at me a different way when I'm playing. They're not gonna see someone like me, like an Asian person, play the way that I play usually.
How do you play?
I'm in the air a long time, just to say that.
In Season 2 of the National Preparatory Association, Jeffers will look to his returning seniors to lead the team on and off the court, which also prepares them for the next level.
Me being the oldest, it puts a lot of responsibility on my back because coach, he tells me to always watch out for the guys, make sure everyone's good. Because after I leave here, coaches in other schools, they look at the kind of person you are off the court before on the court. They want to know what you could do in school. They want to know what you could do in a group of people if you're going to be communicating. All my friends back home, they really think I've changed a lot, and they said it's for the better too.
Coach Jeffrey is an amazing guy. He taught me a lot because he's been coaching me since young, been watching me play growing up, playing basketball at the community center. And he just been there for me. Changed me a lot because before I wasn't really doing the stuff that I need to do to go to the next level. Since I came here, I started getting the support, the help that I needed to succeed, school-wise and basketball-wise. He prepares me to be a man.
The good will follow the good, the bad will follow the bad. But if people see the good in you, they're gonna make sure and push you to that stream. Central Tech is labeled. It's no chance that I'm here trying to change that label, try to bring forward a better understanding of who it is and what the school is about.
The first and only NPA championship banner currently hangs in our nation's capital, the home of Canada Top Flight Academy. But it didn't come easy for Ottawa's only boys prep basketball program, who lost the first 5 games in the program's history before a team meeting put them on the path to making Canadian basketball history.
It was a pretty rocky start for us, coming into our first year as a team and as a program. We started off losing 5 games in a row. It was tough. Everybody wasn't in the greatest mindset.
That's the meeting that just changed everything. We were straight up with each other. We were all honest, and then we got better as a team. The chemistry got better, and then we started winning games, and we became confident.
Ended up winning 13 in a row, and then it was just a great finish to have come out on top as the first ever national champions.
As a founder, as someone who just started this, prep school, you have a vision, and to see it come to fruition sort of in the first year, it was one of the biggest thrills in my life. Being an Ottawa guy, so proud at every level. The Ravens and the Ottawa UGGs, obviously the club system with Ottawa Elite. Now you add ourselves in the mix with the prep schools. We're seeing again a lot of the hard work, pay off.
Like any championship-level team, CTA is now working even harder to stay atop the National Preparatory Association, while continuing to give Ottawa area basketball players a chance to stay at home and rep a city that never seems to get the respect it deserves in basketball circles.
Thought was always in the back of my mind about, getting to grade 11 and 12 was, am I gonna have to go away? And I think auto basketball has just been continuing to come on the rise, and with this program that Tony put in place, it's just only gonna get better and become more successful. And it's just awesome to be part of that.
At first, I didn't know where to go. I was really done. I thought that my basketball career was done. I was trying to go to another prep outside of Ottawa, but my mom didn't want me to go anywhere. She wanted me to stay home. It's not like you're gonna get an offer from a high school in Ottawa. And then when the prep came out, when Tony House created the prep, that really helped me out as a player.
We are the defending champs. We know that we've got to be better than we were last year. It's just about preparation, and we feel pretty confident that with the staff and with the new recruits that we've got, we're going to defend, and we're going to try and win another one.
Well, Central Tech, it's the historic look, that castle feel. It's a gauntlet. You walk past and you just, whoa, you look up, and the reputation that comes with it, it has that feel, it has that effect. Being in downtown Toronto, it is what it is. You're gonna get everything, right? So all the distractions.
Looking to beat the buzzer. Stick back jab, Jacoby Neath.
Hey! Let's go, man. Good pick, boy.
Transition, Shaheem Malcolm. Oh, someone check that ball for a bruise. With the steal. Blowing past everybody, AJ Lawson.
Let's go, bro.
In transition, throwing it down. Off the backboard, Jashawn Henry. Shaheem Malcolm letting everybody know the Riverhawks have taken flight. Down the lane with the slam. Oh, Sammy Hunter. There's Davis.
That's a dive. That's a dive.
Showtime from the Filipino Wrecking Machine. And if you want to put together a Matthew Daves highlight reel, oh, look out, your boy, Elijah Fisher. Two-handed slam.
Two out of Calgary.
Ooh, no-look pass. Big-time finish. Cole Newkirk. Oh, so if you turn it over like that, it doesn't matter. Number 21, Nas Robert.
You were definitely put things into perspective for him.
You want to talk about perspective.
My assist, give me that assist. Oh, come on. Bang out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I won.
Jashawn Henry is a man. Raheem Sullivan has the ball in his hand. 2 on the clock, gets into the lane. Floater game! Floater game! Floater game! Raheem Sullivan wins the floater game! And this game is over! History has been made in Canadian basketball. One hand down, all over the defense.
You know, one hand cockback.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet, putting a man in the rim.
Ain't that awesome? Oh my Lord!
Welcome to the NPA on NPH.
We're live. The first semifinal of the National Championship Tournament. Canada Top Flight Academy, the defending champs in black, taking on the Central Tech Blues, the number 2 seeded Central Tech Blues. We got the tip-off won by DeAndre Reed. A lot of people say that this should be the final. Two teams feeling slighted at their seedings. So both teams with quite a chip on their shoulder. We are expecting quite an exciting matchup, aren't we, Elias Sabate?
Absolutely. This is going to be a war. Already the defense from CTA forcing the first possession of Central Tech into a shot clock violation. And you mentioned DeAndre Reed winning the tip. He was a showstopper for them yesterday.
The Central Tech Blues, notorious for their slow starts. Head coach Kevin Jeffers has told me numerous times that they can't keep doing that. They're going to get burned. Definitely can't do that against the defending champs.
Yeah, it's going to come to a time, especially against a team like this. Like you're playing against the defending champs, and they got a lot of depth. You can't afford to slow. Yeah, I would agree with Coach Jeffers. I don't know if you can hear him on my microphone.
No, can't hear him.
that definitely looked like a foul to me.
This is the matchup, I think, right here. The Raheem Sullivan, Aiden Warnholtz, the first-team All-Star Sullivan, the academic athlete of the year in Aiden Warnholtz. Two differing styles at the point guard position. Raheem with that fast first step.
And he's just got to keep attacking the same way. Eventually he's going to get that call. On one side, you see Raheem, he's able to face up and attack full strength. Whereas on the other side, Aiden, when he's got Raheem right under him, he tends to turn his shoulder and take attention away from the ball.
That is a key matchup as well. The DeAndre Reed, and you see Atik Jalal started alongside David Muya. So a definite size advantage for CTA right now. And there's the star of yesterday's game, Javon Westgarth. But it's Reed doing what he does. The vocal leader for this team is DeAndre Reed, senior, on your screen right there. Step in and drew the charge right there. He's a guard in a big man body. Obviously not traditional big man in the sense, but he can provide everything that you need at that position. Matthew Daves, pull-up. I don't think these are the shots that the Blues are looking for right now. A lot early in the shot clock and from range. And a couple of sloppy turnovers for Canada Top Flight, and Tony House is immediately making a change, bringing in Alston Harris, who actually started the game yesterday, and he was very key for them.
Man, his speed and his ability to switch up directions, spin off of guys, very, very important.
So that's interesting. Just over 2 minutes into the game, Tony House pulls out his twin tower, one of his twin towers, in Atik Jalal, and then puts Alston Harris in.
You need another ball handler. You need another guy that could deliver the pass on target.
CTA can definitely play big in this game, but right now, changed size for speed. Warnholtz to Harris, back to Warnholtz to get it down to Muya. Now this is the matchup that they can exploit. Warnholtz, no good. Reed pulls it down.
Good closeout by Raheem Sullivan that time. He knew where the ball was going back to.
Nice take, good D. Moon Reef causing all kinds of problems.
And both teams scoreless for the first 3 minutes of this game. Until that guy who was monstrous for them last night.
Javon Westgarth really becoming a shining star in this league, really just this season alone. Reed gets it sent back by Reef. Harris pushing it the other way. Foul called. A little bit of chitter chatter there. It's going to be interesting. CTA not the type of team to usually start the trash talk. Central Tech Blues, they live off of that. They were born with a chip on their shoulder. They love bulletin board material, and they got more than a stack heading into this game.
Don't underestimate David Wheeler. He can.
You're right. I was not forgetting him, but you're absolutely right.
He alone can make up for the team.
Yeah, yeah. And can back it up. I mean, he's not a guy who's just going to yap. He's going to make you feel it. But also a very important player for this team beyond that. So not somebody you want to be picking up fouls. Great pass. Raheem Sullivan to Matthew Daves. Raheem Sullivan really did not have a Raheem Sullivan-like game yesterday. I would expect to see a bounce back from him.
Now, he did rise to the occasion in the final minutes, had a couple of big possessions.
Which he always does. Daves in transition. The Blues have got it together.
A very good start for Matthew, rebounding and finishing here in the outlet. He's really starting to break in transition.
Reith to Westgarth. CTA with a 1-point lead. Muya. And I'm really curious to see what Daves is going to be able to do against Muya. And I think you just heard head coach Kevin Jeffers say baseline. I think that's where they want to push him. Because if Muya gets going his other way into the lane, he is going to be tough to stop. Sullivan behind the back.
Whew. Almost got it to go.
He's just getting warmed up, Raheem Sullivan, one of the most electrifying players in the history of the NPA. Don't think there's a quicker first step. There may be longer players that have a good first step. Raheem Sullivan, you want to talk about a guy with a fan base that got stopped in the grocery store today by a Raheem Sullivan fan. Wanted to talk NPA, wanted to talk about the quarterfinals. There was a definite buzz leaving this gym yesterday after our 4 quarterfinal matchups, which were 4 of the best games I've ever watched back-to-back at a high school level.
Man, including that RNS Notre Dame game.
I know, you look at the final score, you see a 20-point win, you figure it wasn't a great, that was 3 quarters of high-level basketball. And then in that fourth, watching RNS say bye to their seniors,
oh man,
almost choked me up.
It got emotional.
It really did. I had to catch myself on the mic. Warren Holtz doubled up. We got 4-on-1, 5-on-1 going the other way. They better capitalize. Look at Alston Harris. Ooh, tried to save it off of Kanku.
The help side coming from Moon Reith. He's had several possessions where he's utilized his length coming over on help side.
Warren Holtz into the corner.
Here's a guy who's been quiet for them. Luau Lacotte, one of their primary scorers for a majority of the season.
Sullivan has it sent back by Reith. Transition.
Reward him. You got to reward him. And Luau Lacotte, man, he's got to step it up, or coach might sub him right back out.
It's been going on a couple of months now where we've been wondering about Luau Lacotte.
And he's got to realize that the offers that he has on the table, the NCAA offers right now, both Old Dominion and Tulane, those could go away. I mean, if they see that you're not producing consistently, it could fall off.
That was Kanku with the Jimmy, giving Central Tech a 1-point lead. Much like the quarters yesterday, we expect both these games tonight to be back and forth throughout. I really think Muya is going to be the difference in this game. You figure the Blues are going to try to get him into foul trouble. Haven't been able to do it thus far. Sullivan working on Warren Holtz. Good defense, better offense.
It's a really nice breakdown game, man. He's able to to shift direction, and you saw Aiden kind of cradle along with the ball.
Oh, really like Alston Harris's game that we've seen this week. Muya just racking up the point totals and the rebounds.
Control the ball, don't dribble it!
Muya really looks possessed for this game. Daves.
Khalid Ishmael about to check into the game here for Central Tex. He's had several opportunities in several games where he comes in automatic production.
Aiden Warnholtz, one of the most fundamentally sound players we have in the MPA. 96.5 average, our academic athlete of the year. Starting point guard, plays pretty much the entire game for this squad. CTA up 3 with the ball, 2:20 to go. A cut. Oh, that's a push that went uncalled, but basketball gods gave the ball back to the Blues.
And one thing that I think is an asset to David Mueller, he's almost a dirty player, but I mean, he hides it so well. He understands the angles of the referees, where they're standing, and you see him use his off arm, but it's strategic when he uses it. For example, you caught that, but 3 referees did not, and not because they're not doing a good job, because he checks to see when they're looking at him.
Sullivan kick out, wing 3 is no good. Sullivan there for the rebound. Jalal on him. Jalal and Westgarth checked back in. .14 on the shot clock. Ishmael can be dangerous from range. Kanku. Nice pass. Ooh. Sean Chambers, he can put a man in a body bag pretty quick. Got hung on the rim.
And this is the first of 2 games today. Next one's a big one, just like that big shot from Javon Westgarth, who stepped up in a major way for Canada Top Flight.
Oh, Rashawn Chambers just laid out Aiden Warnholtz. He's going to be feeling that one for another possession or 2.
The speed by Harris. My goodness, going coast to coast.
When I heard Kaleem Sarazin was out for the rest of the season, I thought that was going to be a big issue. It looks like Alston Harris has filled the void, both in his scoring and energy aspect.
And as he's coming down the floor back on defense, he's going to Khalid Ishmael saying, "You can't guard me." Love the confidence from him. And
5 on the clock. Told you, Raheem Sullivan did not have his type of game yesterday. That is not the case. He has started off as the Raheem Sullivan we've come to expect as a first-team All-Star. This is the Raheem Sullivan that's talked about in the dairy aisle at Freshco.
Who was it, by the way, that spoke to you about him?
Alex.
Which Alex?
Alex.
Oh, okay. Thank you for taking interest, Alex.
I thought it was amazing that in season 2, I'd get stopped at a grocery store by a man stocking shelves, had a bag of milk in his hand, and had a 20-minute conversation to me about the NPA.
That's awesome.
10 seconds left in the first half. Westgarth. Pull up. Javon Westgarth is putting his name in as a possible MVP if CTA can continue their winning ways. They're up 8 after the first quarter, but again, this is what happens with Central Tech. They often fall behind early, but man, you know that they're going to be hanging tough. Second quarter action coming up soon.
He's mic'd up. He doesn't say anything.
No, don't do the Steven one. Don't do the Steven one. Don't do that. Don't do that. I actually talk.
You don't talk.
Yes, I do.
You're gonna fake talk.
Yesterday I was talking the whole game. My name's Raheem Sullivan. I'm like for North Pole Hoops. Check it, man. Oh, get him! Get him! Hey! 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 Watch it, bro.
compression sleeve.
Pardon me?
Can I lift the short? So it's a legging, right? It has to be above the knee. It's supposed to be inside the shorts too. Above the knee. Not above the knee, they come off. They're tight. Above the knee.
You can't play like this. Shout out MPH, cameraman right there, you see me? Hey, get this jelly, get this jelly, get this jelly! Jelly! Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance. Hey, you ugly. Do your dance.
CTA doing what they do as the defending champs. Up 8 after the opening 10 minutes. Led by Javon Westgarth, a perfect 3 of 3 from downtown, coming off a 25-point performance in CTA's quarterfinal win against London Basketball Academy. Foul on the Blues. It's DeAndre Reed about to check back in.
And they could use his length and rebounding at this time, win some extra possessions.
We know that the Blues can play everybody on their roster, but you have to think to have a chance today, they're going to have to ride their horses of Raheem Sullivan and DeAndre Reed and have them in the game. I would say every minute that they can.
Got a pretty nice looking crowd here today. Very lively too.
Yeah, leaving last night, I didn't know how we were going to be able to top that. But we got 2 tonight, the 2 semis coming up at 9 o'clock. We have the Notre Dame Hounds, the top seed, taking on GTA Prep. AJ Lawson had people coming out of their seats last night, and he really...
Remember that 4-point play from AJ? That kind of shut it down.
Absolutely. Deshaun Chambers, like, he has the size that the Blues are going to need to match CTA. Leads down to 6.
This is what I'm talking about. He often turns his shoulder against pressure. Again, there. Right now, you cannot see the whole floor if you can't face up. And that's going to be something at the college level that he's going to have to adjust on.
He's going to cash that.
He shut me up. But not really until he solves that ball handling issue in the face-up situations.
Yep. It's just the stroke on Warnholtz. We talk about repeatable mechanics, and it's every time this guy takes a shot, it's the exact same look. Ooh, Harris lost his man, then stepped back and got the roll. Jalal gonna pick up a foul away from the ball.
Harris created 5 feet on that play.
Keeping an eye on foul trouble here. Jalal picks one up there. It definitely played a role yesterday. TBA had that lead against Central Tech pretty much the entire game, and then had 2 of their starters foul out, and then a 3rd in the final seconds. Ishmael, Sullivan, stuck 11 all of a sudden. Kanku, pull-up jumper. Jalal got a piece. Westgarth. Ooh, he's being D'd up by Sullivan. Interesting matchups right here. Chambers jumps out on Harris, and Harris saying, "Give him to me." Alston Harris into the corner.
And what makes Harris really dangerous is that if you look for that isolation situation, everybody's thinking that we gotta help. And if he does end up beating his man off the dribble, then when the help comes, the dish is available as well. It looks like Luau Lacotte is trying to step it up here for his team. Right before Moon Reith and David Mwila check back in. Moon Reith, the youngster, class of 2021, the #1 player in the class, having a major impact on the national stage.
This size, I think, is in the head of the Blues right now. Yeah, I figure we're going to want a timeout. I think Coach Kevin Jeffers wants one. As it's just Reed there, the way he went up, he saw Jalal coming. So impressed with the development of Atiq Jalal, even if it's just you want to talk about his body. Wow, big time charge by Kanku. That was big. I mean, a charge 3 minutes into his second quarter usually isn't that big of a play in a game, but when you're stuck 13, momentum was really going on the side of CTA. Timeout for the Blues. Stay with us. We'll be back. The first semifinal of the day, of the night, come on out to Sheridan College in Brampton.
Everyone has their story. What's yours? Were you born with the ball in your hands? Or were you a late bloomer? Are you a dead-eye shooter? Or a high flyer?
Throws up an alley-oop! All elbow! Williams!
Are you a leader? Or an elite role player? North Pole Hoops wants to know, what's your story?
Rep by rep. You push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt.
Let's see what the Blues can come out with in this timeout. Raheem Sullivan has been getting to the rim, but he is being met with all kinds of size when he gets there. DeAndre Reed, ooh, he missed Dave's wide open. Ishmael picks it up. CTA, that championship mindset, championship pedigree. Muya.
Nice move by Muya. Jaron Jones caught a little bit of skin on Wheeler.
Yeah.
Trying to skin the cat.
Again, we got another game tonight and 2 tomorrow. Consolation and championship game at 3 and 5. You still got time to come out to Sheridan College in Brampton. You can get out for our 9 o'clock game as well. 2 for the price of 1, and JD Muya is just feasting down low. The senior looking to go back-to-back with titles, bringing it home to Ottawa. DeAndre Reed, front rim and out. Reed was absolutely clutch from the free throw line down the stretch yesterday. 6 for 6 from the charity stripe in the final minutes that iced the game for the Blues. Warnholtz, Westgarth, D'd up by Reed. Didn't get a hand up.
This guy does not miss.
Gotta get
He's
a
still
hand up.
perfect from the field.
Yeah. Look at that length right in front of us. Like what do you do when you have that wingspan coming at you? Onto the wing, sorry. Reith, kick back out.
Very good look by Moonreath. Oh my goodness.
Timeout
for
the Blues. Javon Westgarth is lights out in this first half.
This guy's gonna pick himself up a scholarship.
Have a little chat about the academic athlete of the year. Aiden Warnholtz, senior, will be looking to move on next year.
Aiden's been tremendous for these guys, man. I mean, I pick on him a little bit with that face-up situation we talked about earlier, but I mean, overall, everything that he provides to the team from a leadership standpoint, from an academic standpoint, and then his skill set that he brings to the floor. I mean, he's done a great job of steadily improving his skill set, his speed, and being able to shoot it off the dribble.
And when you have a point guard like that, it makes it a lot easier for guys like a Javon Westgarth to be able to go off, because you know that you have a point guard that's going to find you in your spot, on point, on target, on time, and that's what I love about Aiden Warnholtz. It just doesn't seem like there's a lot of wasted movement with him.
Man, he's a leader. He's a leader. I love this kid, and you know, whether he ends up at the U Sport level, he's being recruited at all the high academic spots, or whether he ends up in the Patriot League or in the Ivy League in the NCAA. Either way, he's going to affect that program in a great way.
My apologies also yesterday. I mistakenly, in awarding him his Academic Athlete of the Year award, I said he had a 98% average. My mistake, it was 96.5. So I want to make sure I get it out there for everyone. Wow. I don't want to insult the Warnholtz family. by moving it up to 98. But he did come up to me afterwards and said, "Hey, I think I got your average wrong." He said, "Yeah, it was 96.5." So honest individual.
Well, if his parents are anything like my parents, if I had a 96.5, they would be like, "Why didn't you get a 98?"
Well, I'm sure they were upset at me saying, "Well, you've just pumped our son up just a little bit too much, 1.5% too much." DeAndre Reed skying in, can't finish it up.
Jaron Jones recovers to get an extra possession here for Central Tech.
Foul on Harris.
And Harris I think he's really good at limiting the level of his aggressiveness. There he was able to, unfortunately picked up the foul, but I think that he leaves quite a bit of distance between himself and the defender, and he's got quick enough feet to stay in front of guys. Here he's going to deny PG.
Sullivan. The Blues are down 20. Pull up. No good. Offensive rebound, Jaron Jones. Oh, there we go. Jeez. Matthew Daves can elevate effortlessly. Warren Holtz being beat up by Adebayo. Harris. Smaller lineup for CTA, I guess. As small as they could probably go. Also want to shut out the BC Christian Prep Panthers in attendance along the baseline. Coming in to check out the semis. Finished out their Nationals and MPA schedule yesterday with a win over Beast, one of our showcase games. They put a scare into TBA in their opening round matchup as well. Ooh, Harris got away with a off-the-ball foul, pushing the back on Reed.
I don't think I've seen Central Tech all season long in this type of deficit. Let's see if they bounce back from this.
Well, I fully expect them to bounce back, but how much energy is going to be put into that comeback? And you spend that much energy, what do you have left to actually win the game? That's always my question.
And the Westcarth, his first miss of the game.
Daves. See, that's what the Blues need. The Blues need plays like that to get them juiced up, to get the bench off their seat. They feed off each other. They definitely have a unique style. Fire and fury. They just have not been able to finish at the rim today. But once they start doing that, it's amazing how things can turn around. Look at Reed taking on 3 guys trying to get that offensive rebound. That's the other thing. This team is going to leave it all on the floor. This is the defense that the Blues play, swarming. They've already killed half the shot clock. Westgarth into the corner. Akot hesitates to the rim. Gets it to go. Adebayo, no good. Sullivan has been all over the glass today from the point guard position. That's big. Fading away a little bit on that. Reed trying to draw the foul.
There's the speed of Harris again. Just a little out of control that time.
Muya. Wow.
Good up and under. Everyone thought he was going to get it to Luell on the wing at the 45. Tricked them for a second.
Notre Dame Hounds just rolled in. They'll be taking on GTA Prep in the second semi.
It's the most focused I've seen the Hounds in the 2.5 years that I've known them. You see the look in Jashawn Henry's eyes yesterday, the way he attacked the rim.
Adebayo can't get to it. 2:45 left. This leads at 20. Harris, again, did not start the game as head coach Tony House went with the twin towers of Atik Jalal and David Muya. Westgarth. He still hasn't missed.
Westgarth is wet.
Sullivan has been doing this all game, taking it 1-on-3. Good transition defense. Sullivan pushing it back the other way. They got numbers. kick out.
At one point, I thought that nobody plays Central Tech style better than they do, but CTA is taking a page out of their book, and they're getting it done in transition.
The thing about Canada Top Flight Academy is, like, what style can't they play?
True.
They can play
Depending
big,
on,
they can play small, they can play fast, they can shoot threes.
Yep.
That's why they're the defending champs. And then they can have a guy like Javon Westgarth come in and just steal the spotlight. Again, Kaleem Sarazin out. Kaleem Sarazin was a ridiculously lights out shooter for him. Next man up, and it's Westgarth, and he has been on fire this entire tournament. Sullivan. 14 on the shot clock, 1:44 to go in the half. They're down 21.
High scoring game here for Canada Top Flight Academy out of Ottawa, and hats off to the nation's capital, man. They just know how to get it done. Whether you're looking at, the University of Ottawa, which has stepped up naturally as a result of, all the winning that they do at Carleton.
Tony House does not like that this lead has been cut to 19. Timeout on the floor, 1:22 to go in the first half. Nice pace to this first half. Stay with us.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can.
Is it something that I've done again? Say what?
CTA up 19, the defending champs being led by Javon Westgarth with 17 points. Hasn't missed in this first half, Elias. Oh, and there he is again.
Wow! Keep feeding the hot hand, baby.
Look at the fans across from us. Their reactions. He's at 20. He's scored 20 of their 45 points. And that's a foul on Muya. I'm curious if before this tournament, how high Javon Westgarth was on the opponent's scouting list.
I mean, he wasn't a starter before. He earned his way onto the starting lineup, so I don't think they really paid attention much to him.
You were in St. Laurent, like, what was it like? Because I saw him at Crestwood.
No, he played well.
Yeah.
He played well, but he didn't play like he's been playing this weekend. This weekend, he's clearly earned himself a lot more minutes than when we've seen him play in previous sessions.
I mean, he's leading the way right now for best player in this tournament. 25 in the first game, I believe. Now sitting at 20 in this game. Not bad for 6 quarters of basketball. 45 points. And, I mean, JD Muya is just a beast out there.
Yep. Tough to stop Muya, man. He's so smart with his movement. He's so strong with his body.
Look at Raheem Sullivan, man.
Fearless, huh?
Absolutely. He just took on Atik Jalal, and he was left standing. See Enoch Colombe for the first time for CTA. Under 40 seconds to go. Sullivan. Sullivan hits the second. Leads at 22, 35 seconds to go in this first half. An absolutely perfect first half for the defending champs. And really, nothing has went the way of the Blues in this first half.
No, and this is the lowest half they've ever come up with. 25 points does not tell the Central Tech story. And their style of play has been taken away from them. CTA's done a tremendous job of slowing them down and making them play in a half-court set. And when Central Tech has been in those situations in a half court, it's been a lot of one-on-one isolation.
Two teams that had identical 11-1 records. The one loss by CTA was to the Central Tech squad, who were without Raheem Sullivan, but at the same time, CTA was without some key players as well. While the Blues' one loss came against Crestwood, they were undermanned but without both DeAndre Reed and Raheem Sullivan. So both these teams, their one losses came with an asterisk. As we see Kayla McKinnon ready to check in for the shooter. McKinnon in for Jaron Jones. Nope, sorry. In for Isaiah Adebaboye. Little full court press to end off this first half, just trying to make sure CTA can't add to their 20-point lead. I think we're going to see this in the entire second half for the Blues. Ooh, Luella caught trying to crown a man. Central Tech has time. You got to be smart about it.
I do like the aggression there from Akot. He's got to continue to attack the same way.
Body's hitting the floor. Akot. Ooh, I thought that had a chance. 20-point lead at halftime, semifinal number 1. One thing I got to say about the Blues, they're all about halftime adjustments. Let's see what head coach Kevin Jeffers can come up with. Stay with us.
Mr. Akot goes right down the lane with the slap. It's in running. Here's Akot.
Euro step.
Akot dancing on him.
Ooh, wow. Smooth.
Akot. Wow.
Another one.
comes out. He gives it up. But Moonreath is open. Lual says, who cares?
Wow!
Who cares?
Lual Akot over AJ Lawson. This is a heck of a performance from Lual Akot.
Everybody on their feet as Canada Top Flight Academy are the first high school aged national champions in the history of Canadian basketball.
We know that it's only going to get harder, especially, everybody's going to be getting better teams, and that it just puts a target on our back. So we know we're going to have to push harder, and every game is going to be a tough game.
This year, we're trying to win it for sure. I feel like we're one of the best in the league.
We're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
It's either kill or be killed, On the court, you have to be competitive. You have to have a dog in you, or if not, you're not going to succeed or you're not going to do well in the sport.
Do we play with a chip? We make it so. It's who we are.
If you're going to put it all on the line every night, then you can come play on Central Tech.
Something about TBA is everyone is together, this family-like vibe. There's no questions about it. We have to win. If we don't win, it's a failure. You'll see that.
Well, Kitchener, we're not really known as a basketball city. Having that underdog mentality is just giving us extra motivation.
Hamilton's really, everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everyone's trying to show that they're better than other people.
Going to nationals and show people that we're not finishing last. We're coming for the championship.
We have Core. I think he's the best big in the league. And then we have the best shooter in the league, Okai. And then we have Josh. I think he's the best low post player in the league. I think when we hit our stride, no one's going to be able to stop us.
Basketball is so global now. Everyone plays, everyone has a passion for it, everyone sees it. And these kids come from all around the world, including British Columbia. 25 years ago, I never would have believed it. But what a difference today.
The East Coast gets overlooked a lot, so I'm looking forward to putting Nova Scotia on the map.
No, Maritimes, we're gritty. The ball on the floor, we're gonna be the first on the ground to get it for sure.
People ask me about Montreal, what's special about Montreal? And I say, it's the way that people integrate all together. So this team represents a little bit of that.
People always are kind of talking down, to the Prairies, but we have the ballers out there.
Back in Saskatchewan, we work hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here, for venues like this, we go to war.
The National Preparatory Association is expanding for Season 3. Canada's only national prep school basketball league is accepting applications from high-level programs from coast to coast. The NPA provides top competition, unrivaled exposure, and every program will have an impact in the growth of the league. We may also be able to provide opportunities for individual players looking to join one of the NPA teams. The team application deadline is April 30th. Email info@northpolehoops.com to start the process for your chance to join a nation inspired.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Georges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in! No good! 2 seconds to go! Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure.
Here's Campbell, look out! One hand down!
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills. And strengthen your recruiting status with a direct video for coaches and scouts. Available at all NPH covered and hosted events nationwide. Email mdotto@northpolehoops.com for any inquiries and special filming requests. Exposure starts here.
NPH National Showcase Circuit. From the grassroots level to the pros, a system has been developed through the National Showcase Circuit. North Pole Hoops hosts 3-day camps in Canada's major basketball markets that focus on exposure, skill development, and character development. Top performers go on to receive athletic scholarships in Canada and the United States. There are currently over 200 Canadian men and women playing at the NCAA Division I level. Canada's next top talents are identified at NPH's National Showcase Circuit. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH.
That is the Central Tech Blues, the number 2 seed in the National Championship Tournament. And they are right where they want to be. Down 20. And I'm not joking around. The Central Tech Blues do this to themselves all the time. Maybe not to the point where they've only scored 27 points through the first half.
But we both know, man, if there's any team that can come back from a 20-point deficit at the half, it's the Blues.
Not a great start. Sullivan turns it over. All joking aside, though, Canada Top Flight Academy played pretty much a perfect first half.
Especially Javon
Westgarth. Well, back-to-back turnovers to start off the second half. 20 seconds gone. Both teams coughing it up.
And Westgarth was wide open there. I'm surprised that Aiden didn't give him a look, considering he's been the hot hand.
Ooh, see, that is what the Blues are going to need to do. As CTA stacking up 3 guys at midcourt, trying to slow down Sullivan. He just fired a pass down low to Daves. That's happened a couple times today.
Yep.
Warnholtz. Ooh, swallowed up by the Blues. You see down at that F. You see the guys in all red. It's the Notre Dame Hounds watching, waiting. They'll be up next at 9 p.m. taking on GTA Prep. 1 versus 4 matchup. Westgarth. Step back.
I knew that's come on.
Yeah, that's
Javon.
Not the shot. Well, if he was going to miss one, you figure it was going to be a shot like that, contested step back, but
he gets it back.
Blues turn it over again. Muya. JD Muya. David Muya. Call him whatever you want. Just know he's a beast.
Muya's really good around the rim. He's just got such a soft touch, and he knows how to maneuver, free up space for himself. He uses his body.
The definition of carving out space with those wide shoulders. Reed hasn't been able to get it going yet today, DeAndre Reed. Harris starting this second half after starting the game on the bench. Reef not even close. Once again leaking out Reed. Ooh. I think that could have went the way of Canada Top Flight Academy.
Want to show some love.
That's what head coach Tony House is saying.
Want to show some love to one of the top prospects coming out of the 2018 class. Just walked into the gym. Keyshawn Saunders, committed to the University of Toledo. Coming to catch some of the action. And we got a lot of guys in here actually in the gym right now that will be moving on to the next level, whether U Sport or NCAA, and there's been a few NCAA coaches in the gym, so it's beautiful to see the direction that this game is headed in.
So this is what's happening right now. The Blues know that they can get JD Muya amped up, and they're stuck 20 right now. if they can get him into foul trouble, because he just picked up a foul there on Sullivan, and then he and Reed just had a little tete-a-tete, as the French say, and the refs are now coming together to kind of talk things over to make sure everyone's okay on it. But I mean, this is a guy who can get fired up pretty quick. Ooh, I like that. Haven't seen an official do that before. Bringing the two guys together saying, are you good? Dap it up or no? And they did. Let's see how long that lasts.
And if I'm Central Tech, I'm trying to go to the line as much as possible, trying to make a living at the line before this lead gets out of hand. Right now, 20 or 19 after that make, still a lead that's withstandable and something that Central Tech can come back from. But you got to try to get as many buckets as you can at the line. Try to get their opposing bigs in foul trouble too.
You got to get Muya in foul trouble if you're going to have a chance for the Blues. But hey,
Atik Jaleo,
I was about to say
you could deal with him. You could deal with him.
Yeah, but I mean, this guy's put up some massive double-double numbers and is very good defensively as well. But here's the Blues. They got him out of bounds on the baseline. Reed comes up limping a little bit. And here you see the full court press from Central Tech. Westgarth finally missed a shot here to start the second half. And now you start to feel the momentum hanging in the balance a little bit right now. The Blues really don't need much to get it going.
And a press break set up here. Looked like a 2-1-2 for a little bit, and Isaiah bailed on it as he saw the space open up.
Just going to reset the clock to 7:30. Tristan's heard enough of my voice this week. I would concur. I'm just lucky I still got a voice. Would not want to be anywhere else over these couple of days. There's been outstanding basketball here, nationwide, coast to coast. Foul called.
And Coach Jeffers and I seem to have the same mentality. I think the plan is let's take it inside, let's get to the line. They've really slowed them down here. Canada Top Flight Academy has been held at 49 since the start of the half. They've been scoreless for 2.5 minutes, and Central Tech looking to make a living here.
Can't give those away.
And the free throw shooting overall has been horrendous. These guys have really struggled. They've left, yesterday they left at least 15 points on the board.
The two teams that have been the best free throw shooting teams been CTA and Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame, they've put up thousands and thousands of reps leading into nationals.
Warnholtz picked up his dribble. Westgarth finally has hit a bit of a cold streak, but it comes right to Harris for the putback.
Hey, don't quote me on this, but I would not be shocked if Alston Harris winds up at York University.
Where? Or what?
At York U.
York U.
I know he's got interest from a lot of U Sports programs.
Warnholtz. Nice head and shoulder fake. See what I mean about repeatable motion? That kid, mechanics on point. Shout out on point. Drew Ebanks in attendance, our MC for today. Believe it was a tug on the jersey. And he was saying Muya was holding them. Explanation to Kevin Jeffers right now by the official. Explaining it Kevin Jeffers, a card-carrying referee himself from the Toronto District School Board. Our officials have been outstanding this week, and our coaches have also been incredibly respectful. Some of the most entertaining moments brought to you by Damien Gay of RNFs, working his officials in his game, which was a joy to watch and listen into. The social media imprint has been strong. Our friends at RNS. Warnholtz.
Excuse my silence here for a second as I roll up the rim to win. Hopefully it's a win here. Just give me a coffee or something.
Warnholtz splits a pair. Jeffers had a little chat with the official. A wink back his way. I think that might have been a ball don't lie conversation. Back to a 20-point lead. Steal by Adebaboye. Inviting the contact back to the line. This is exactly what the Blues want to do, as Elias Sabate said. That is an incredibly long time to roll up the rim, Elias.
Well, when it's a winner, it takes some time. What does that say, Jay? What does that say? Win. Because I'm a winner. I win a coffee.
You win a chance to call 3 more games at the National Championship Tournament.
Glad to. Absolutely glad to. Especially with a partner like you.
Oh, you're
on the
too
mic.
kind. That hot water with honey did me well today. Love the 7 o'clock start. Whoever set the schedule knew what they were doing. Giving our teams 24 hours to rest. That's a foul on Muya. That was on 11. Three fouls on Muya as he goes to the bench. Oh. Head coach Kevin Jeffers, I'm going to believe, can check one thing off his list of to-dos in the second half, which was get the big man in trouble.
They're executing their halftime game plan very well. Still looking to attack here.
Yeah, but turn it right back over. Like, really, the Blues have had nothing go their way in this game to this point.
Full court press coming on now, and I like, you know what, in this situation, you got Isaiah instead of Kaleem guarding the main guy. That way you're not going to get, sorry, I said Kaleem. I meant Raheem. You don't want Raheem in foul trouble, so you put Isaiah on Aiden and try to pressure him a little bit.
And there's a Teak Jalao for CTA.
Tough take, Isaiah.
Adebaboye.
Still a 19-point game.
There's a steal by Sullivan. Reed, rim running. Sullivan pushing off, gets away with it. Nice pass to Daves.
Daves thought he was alone by himself, but you know who popped up? The moon came shining, and
it's exactly as I mentioned, Teak Jalao, the progression of Jalao from last year at St. Mike's to this year at CTA really doesn't look like the same guy to me. Lost some weight, added a little height. I think confidence is the big thing as well for a Teak Jalao.
Major, and that comes from practicing against guys like Mila all season long.
Timeout on the floor. CTA wants to talk it over. Still up 21, midway point of the third quarter.
We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak. We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast.
Isaiah Adebaboye at the line, sinking the first. Warnholtz. We had a spill on the baseline, causing a stoppage in play. Officials getting together to make sure get the call right. I think we have a mop boy at the end that's feeling quite embarrassed right now. Stands have filled up here for our 2 semifinals in the national championship tournament. I was about to say, that's the Luala Cott I'm expecting to see, but just could not finish. Wow. Jalal called for the foul. So a couple of things going the Blues' way despite the fact they're down 19. They have the starting big man, J.D. Muya, in foul trouble. They now have Atiq Jalal in foul trouble. 4 on Atiq Jalal, 3 on J.D. Muya.
JD probably won't see the floor the rest of this quarter.
And the big thing is that the Blues now find themselves going to the line for any foul that occurs the rest of the way in this quarter.
Lots of basketball to be played here in this quarter, halfway through, just under halfway through. And if they can capitalize on them at the line, they can put themselves in a very good situation coming into the fourth.
A couple of the RNS Riverhawks roll into the gym to take in the festivities. Sacrificing a Saturday night out on the town in Brampton to come in here and watch some of their cohorts play and battle it out. Ooh, Reed got his hand in, and this is what the Blues need. Reed. No good. Big rebound from a Cott.
That was a tough take by Reed. I don't know if that's the one you want. Lots of time on the shot clock. Only took off 6 seconds on their way up. Wow, Westcarth. What is going on, Westcarth?
He missed his first 3 shots of the second half. No conscience. Gets right back to it and cashes in from the downtown district to push the lead back up to 20.
I got Eastern Florida texting me about Westcarth, like, who is this guy? Where was he in Ottawa?
There is Warnholtz with the strip. Ooh, Adebaboye has been everything defensively in the second half. Pull up. Khalid Ishmael, no good. Offensive rebound for the Blues. Adebaboye back into the lane. That is a tough take, but Ishmael's there for the putback.
And just like that, they're about to turn this thing around.
There's some fresh bodies about to come in for the Blues. McKinnon, Sullivan, and Chambers ready to check in at the next dead ball. CTA still in control of this game. Harris killed a lot of time on the clock, dishing off Reese. That is helpful for Canada Top Flight Academy.
Very good look there by Harris to Reese. Finds him mid-range, Jimmy wide open.
No good. It's been all about offensive rebounds for the Blues in the third quarter, but can't come up with it there. Ooh, Reese went off the wrong foot, still finished.
Good find as well by Luala Cott. Very unselfish play to get the lead pass ahead of Moonreath, just 2 strides away.
down low.
And other than that three from Kanku, Central Tech has not taken any outside shots in this quarter.
Well, they've went according to what we're figuring the game plan is, right? Which is take it into the paint. There's a Cott doing that. Another offensive foul. The Blues will be going back to the line. Not only have they got CTA bigs into foul trouble, stepping in, taking these charges, also appreciating it. Sorry, they won't be shooting. Offensive foul. Little brain fart.
On the offensive, you're not going to the bonus.
Yeah, my bad. Game number 11.
A little bit of a brain fart. No problem.
A little bit.
Let's keep it
Moving on.
Raheem Sullivan looking to back.
Raheem Sullivan going to line to shoot two.
And the plan is working out for these guys, but they're not making a stop.
No.
And Harris now has 4 fouls, and he's got to check out and probably only get to play in the fourth the rest of the way.
You're really seeing this storyline unfold, and a 22-point lead, don't get me wrong, it was a 22-point lead, but when you see this kind of foul trouble, you're looking at this fourth quarter as being, it's going to be exciting.
And game plan is pretty clear here for Central Tech, as you've been saying all quarter long. Yeah, they are getting to the line, but they're not making stops on the other side. They're not stopping the bleeding.
Sullivan taking it hard and finishing.
Man, Sullivan is just a beast. He gets it done against some of the biggest guys.
Harris on the floor, playing with 4. Ooh, foul called on Ishmael.
Kind of a soft one, though. I mean, he tracked him down all the way. Maybe he got a little bit of body.
I also think that could be the work being put in on the CTA sidelines, talking to these officials, asking them to watch out for the fouls on the way to the basket. Which is a smart move by the coaches. So often you can see the guys stepping in and drawing the charge, and your mind isn't focused on maybe the slap on the way to the rim. Great to see the other NPA members in here supporting and watching. It's one thing that stands out to me in this league. On the floor, obviously competition level high, but our players really enjoy watching one another. And Luella caught offensive rebound off the missed free throw. Sullivan working on a Cott. Inbound. Up top, McKinnon, head and shoulder fake, jumper, short. Caught. Not sure with the ball. McKinnon running out of space. That is Aiden Warnholz.
Good strip, good hands by Aiden. He timed that perfectly.
Blues swarming after the ball. They are going after it right now. Raheem Sullivan. Ooh, big time collision. It's Nationals, Elias.
Man, love the level of aggression from these guys. They are going hard.
Referee's timeout.
Refs are going to chat it over. Let's take a quick break. Let's call it a broadcaster's timeout.
This is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season. Now is your chance to get involved with the fastest growing sport in Canada with the industry leaders and influencers. Get in the game today and join NPH in growing basketball in this country.
History has been made in Canadian basketball.
From the Maritimes to the nation's capital.
I just like the sound.
Grady Cancun, my goodness.
To the 6.
Oh, big block there.
I want to come back and update everybody. We have an official injury, trying to gut it out, but try getting up and down the floor with an injured groin. That's going to be tough. So we have our official, that was going to be for the next game, getting suited up. He'll be out on the floor in a short moment, so stay with us. Chat about it on YouTube. Do you think Central Tech has what it takes to come back from 22 points down with just 11 minutes left in the game? Let us know your thoughts on the YouTube comment function. Stay with us. We'll be back as soon as our official is fresh out the box.
By Deshaun Henry.
All the way to British Columbia. This is the NPA.
One hand jam! All over the defense! My lord! Goodness gracious! Campbell with the facial. Oh! E-man! Defense to offense. Cummins, that is not the guy. No way! Cummins. What's the foul? Got the answer. Wow. That's another good one. There it is. Sammy Hunter. Oh my lord! And look at this. Danilo Jiricic ending his high school career with a dagger of a spike. GTA prep wisely feeding the hot hand. Oh, nice step back cross through. And we got Sidney Kabongo on fire right now. Oh! How about that nasty from Deshaun Henry? Stick back to Chris Hagan. Shout out the Peel board refs. Changing on the fly. What was that break? 2 minutes?
Just about.
Got our official dressed up, shoes shined, whistle around the neck.
And he's actually one of the best referees we've had all week, so I mean, I'm not to say that the official that got injured was a bad one. He's a vet.
And tried to gut it out. He was battling that groin injury for a while in that second half, but did not want to cheat the players on the floor with an official not at 100%. Raheem Sullivan at the line.
.21 points, and it's been a steady 20-point lead for CTA here in the second half. Raheem cutting it down once again, back to 20. Central Tech needs another stop here as the quarter winds down. Chambers getting his hand on it.
I want to say bienvenue to our 267 people watching live. Semifinal 1 of 2 tonight. Our 9 o'clock game features the top-ranked Notre Dame Hounds taking on number 4 GTA Prep.
And hopefully everybody from Saskatchewan's tuning in for that one.
I'm sure they're watching this one too. They want to see who they hope their team will be taking on in the championship finals. Aiden Warnholtz getting to the line, getting banged up. You're right. Every time I look up, this lead has been 19 and up for a while. But again, there's any team that can come back from this, it is the Central Tech Blues. And in that fourth quarter, it's one thing to have guys saddle with 4 fouls on a bench. It's another to have them fouled out of the game entirely. Warnhold splits a pair. That is Raheem Sullivan's game. Putting it on the line, ending up on the floor time and time again. McKinnon, a foul. A little too far away from the rim for head coach Kevin Jeffers' liking. But the Blues are in good shape team foul-wise. They're just getting the team fouls correct up on the scoreboard. Central Tech still in good shape with 3. Only 24 seconds left. About a half-second difference, game clock, shot clock. Warnholtz working it down. Working on McKinnon, little push-off, pull-up, no good.
And defense well played by McKinnon, just kept the hand up and kept distant.
6 on the clock, an opportunity for the Blues to get to within 17 for the first time in the second half. McKinnon, 2 on the clock, into the corner. Chambers, they're counting it as a long 2. Basket counts, long 2, buzzer beater's good. Leads down to 17. Stay with us, heading into the 4th. We got a tight game, tighter than it's been. Stay with us.
The National Preparatory Association is expanding for Season 3. Canada's only national prep school basketball league is accepting applications from high-level programs from coast to coast. The NPA provides top competition, unrivaled exposure, and every program will have an impact in the growth of the league. We may also be able to provide opportunities for individual players looking to join one of the NPA teams. The team application deadline is April 30th. Email info@northpolehoops.com to start the process for your chance to join a nation inspired.
NPH National Showcase Circuit. From the grassroots level to the pros, a system has been developed through the National Showcase Circuit. North Pole Hoops hosts 3-day camps in Canada's major basketball markets that focus on exposure, skill development, and character development. Top performers go on to receive athletic scholarships in Canada and the United States. There are currently over 200 Canadian men.
It's a 17-point lead. It looked like the shot was late. Refs counted it, long 2. The defending champs up 17 on the number 2 seed Central Tech Blues. Luella Cott on the wing.
And someone that Central Tech probably didn't scout so well is Javon Westcarth, who has 23 in the game right now. 7 triples. So he's got 21 points in 3s and just 1 2-pointer. Good lead pass up ahead. Definite
easy foul call. .32 seconds in to the 4th. The Blues running out of time. And CTA again behind the power of Javon Westgarth's offensive prowess. Short on that one. He's had it going this entire tournament.
He has, and the shot selection has to remain composed and very selective because some of them are coming up forced. Didn't have his feet under him on that last one, and you want to keep his percentage high.
The Blues get it back, 13 on the shot clock.
And this is the closest they've been in a little while.
Again, CTA in foul trouble. They have played well with their quote-unquote backups. I mean, this CTA squad rolls deep.
That's not your shot, Matthew Daves. That is not your shot. It looked hesitant, leaving his hands. No legs underneath it.
Oh, look at Aiden Warnholtz. Didn't have the right English to get that to go. Jones pushing back the other way. Chambers. It's a foul. Moonreath called for the hack.
And if you're Central Tech, you got to live at the line right now. Stick to the second half game plan. You know, continue to try to get Mwila out of the game halfway through this fourth quarter. Ooh. And I don't know if you heard that over the microphone. 4 fouls on Moonreath, who has defensively been a monster, coming up help side in many occasions. So now they got Moonreath, David Mwila, and Atik Jalal all with 4. And GTA Prep and Notre Dame has made their way in. Notre Dame will be in the white today, and GTA in the red.
Javon Westgarth, how many is that now?
That is 8 threes in the game. He's good for 25 points.
Whoever's got CTA next, make sure you got number 23 locked up. Good defense, Moonreath. Warnholtz pushing back the other way. Luella caught. We've been waiting for it all year, showing us flashes of why he is such a highly touted prospect. Matthew Daves, all kinds of trouble. Gets it back. Sullivan up top, 10 on the clock. Crossing over, nice move. Basket plus the bump.
And that was Raheem's 26th point of the game.
Warnholtz going over top to the official. He's been hacked a number of times.
And for all the junior college coaches watching right now, Raheem Sullivan looking at a couple schools, a bunch that are interested. Monroe College, Eastern Florida has talked to him as well. He's got a bunch on his list and looking to make a decision and start taking some visits real soon. Following the conclusion of this national championship, a lot of the 2018 prospects in this league are going to be setting up visits and looking to make a decision in the very near future.
Foul on the floor. Westgarth again. No good.
And we talked about shot selection earlier, right? On the closeout there. Strong closeout by Jaron Jones. Feet weren't under him. And Javon Westgarth forced it. Could have waited a little bit. Matthew Daves getting the reset.
It out. Yeah. Fouls out. And that's what we're saying in this fourth quarter. And I see Kevin Jeffers looking down the other way. And I think Tony House is bringing his guys over saying, listen.
And head high for Moonreath, the youngster, class of 2021. I mean, he's had quite the showing in this national championships and overall in the season. You remember him last season. He wasn't nearly as effective, but the confidence this year just really come together.
Absolutely. And I think, again, it goes a long way with CTA The practices they have up there in Ottawa must be special. Iron sharpening iron, we say it often. And in practice, the CTA squad going up against such high-level players, it's only going to make them better. Westgarth stole that and had some great English to keep it in bounds. And every time the Blues get close, CTA just gets it done. That championship level mentality on display consistently. Westgarth gets it sent back by Jones. Harris hasn't had it going from range today. Sullivan, nice look. Dave's fouled, can't get it to go. That would have been big, a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line to shoot 2 more.
Nothing else to say but good foul. That's a good, strong foul. You're no intent to hurt the player there, but you want to make sure that he's not getting anything easy. And Javon Westgarth, yes, he's been amazing offensively, but that type of play, that to me is a smart defensive play. I'm not trying to let these guys get any momentum. When you're up, you want to step on the throats.
I really feel too, I think CTA is feeling slighted out there when it comes to foul calls. I think they're being out-whistled by about 20 right now. It seems to follow the Ottawa teams everywhere they go. Jalal got away with a bit of a shove on Reed. They're chatting on their way up the floor. And Sullivan tries to take it away from Warnholt. It's not happening.
And Harris on the floor right now also with 4. You got 3 guys for CTA that all on the floor that have 4 fouls. Jaleo, Mila, and Harris.
Harris with the ball. Up 17, 6:15 left.
My goodness.
Javon Westgarth. Timeout on the floor, 20-point lead, 6 minutes left. Javon Westgarth getting it done. Everybody on their feet as Canada Top Flight Academy are the first high school aged national champions in the history of Canadian basketball.
We know that it's only going to get harder, especially, everybody's going to be getting better teams, and that it just puts a target on our back. So we know we're going to have to push harder, and every game is going to be a tough game.
This year, we're trying to win it for sure. I feel like we're one of the best in the league.
We're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play, compete, because these guys want it.
It's either kill or be killed, on the court, you have to be competitive. You have to have a dog in you.
Surprise, surprise, 20-point lead still for CTA.
All Westgarth, man. If he's not shooting that well, these guys don't find themselves this far up.
Especially with the foul trouble they find themselves in. And there they are, and CTA's winning those 50-50 balls. Just as I say that, Adebaboye shuts my mouth, takes it right back.
Jaron Jones good off the first step.
I would have liked to see him finish that, but Reed bails him out with a little floater. 5:30 left, 18-point lead. CTA has been in control since the beginning of this game. Have really led by 20 since that opening quarter, right?
And anyone who thinks that this is anywhere near over has got another thing coming. This is where Central Tech shines.
Well, no trip call there. That's kind of shocking. You got water down the sideline there. Oh, there we go. One of our young volunteers all over it. Mac Whalen's young brother. The volunteers making things go round here. We want to thank them all. Officials all over it. Isaiah Adebaboye, the far sideline inbounding to Daves, handing it back off. Sullivan running off the DeAndre Reed screen. I would love to have seen that again. I really think I saw DeAndre Reed push Warnholtz into Raheem Sullivan there.
I didn't get a look at that play, but regardless, they're at the line here. Yeah. This is probably their 30th time at the line in this game. And if they're able to convert here, they can stand a chance. Like I said, if there's any team that can come back from this type of deficit, it's the Blues. I truly believe that this game is far from over. There you go, Raheem cutting it down to 16. This is the closest now that they've been since the first quarter.
Muya. Yeah.
And when Muya's that far away from the rim, if you're Jaron Jones, you want to trap him. You want to fluster him.
Calling 3 in the key. Jalal is in there just a little too long. Sullivan pushing it back the other way. Ooh, tough move to the baseline. Yeah, jump ball underneath.
Tough move, and that's a tough kid. Isaiah getting his hand inside and fighting with the big man. Wins the jump ball and wins possession back for Central Tech. You know what kind of warriors these guys are. They're going to go down swinging.
That's what we expect to see in the final 4.5 here. Raheem Sullivan, 20 on the shot clock. Finds Reed. Those two have been working that all season long. Just out of bounds. CTA's defense has been turned up since the jump tonight. Sullivan, Daves misses. Jalal pulls it down.
And if somehow Central Tech's able to pull this off, I guarantee you Westcarth will not be happy with that.
I can see CTA and watching Harris right now, they're getting a little upset at how often they're getting hacked and maybe not hearing the whistle or hearing the whistle a little late, but they may want to watch out for the reactionary stuff. You don't want to get into further foul trouble. Jalal stripped. Sullivan pushing it back the other way. Warnholtz all over him. Nice look to Adebaboye. Jones called for the foul on the
And that might be Aiden's fifth. I think it is. And it is.
These are tough fouls.
The second player for CTA now fouled out.
Again, this championship depth coming into play for CTA. Got to give it to Warnholtz. He has a beef on a couple of these fouls, and he has kept his mouth zipped. Taking a look at head coach Tony House talking to his boys, keeping their heads about them. You know, there's one way to look at it. You're in foul trouble late in the fourth, but they're also got to feel good up 16. They've led right around 20 the entire way. The defending champs still up 15. Inbound, just in time. Akot. Ooh, Akot has not been solid with the ball. Reed taking it hard and flushing it home. DeAndre Reed trying to spark his boys. Leads down to 13.
And Akot's been quiet all game. And to end up with a turnover, this is not the way you want to end your season.
Akot has not been strong with the ball today, and that noise you hear in the gym is the Central Tech Blues squad, the fans getting into it. Jalal
got away with a push from behind there on Reed.
And Westgarth has had Baboye D'ing him up.
Good call by the referee, definitely some body there.
Yeah, can only let that go so far before you're going to hear a whistle.
And the coaching staff from CTA's got to be careful here. The call was made, maybe came a little bit late, but you just got to be careful. You don't want to be picking up any technical fouls with these guys getting closer. And there's a little pattern going on here in the fourth quarter. These guys are chopping away slowly.
Read that, JJ!
Caught. So long, so quick, can't finish. 3:20 left. C-Tech stuck 13. Daves
is in double-digit rebounds at this point.
He's been active. Reed, step back. Jalal brings it down. Westgarth. It's the guy you want to have with the ball if you're CTA. Harris hasn't had the shot going. Has been solid, though, running the point.
Great recovery here, good switch. Matthew Daves.
Muya was wide open there, and they missed him at the beginning. Yeah. CTA's defense has been amazing, and start to finish.
You want to go over the head of the defender, Harris.
But look
there.
at the Blues ball hawking. And this is Blues basketball. Transition.
He's still moving. They should have got that and one, but hey.
Good non-call both ways, considering everything we've seen. Leads down to 11.
Central Tech continue to chop at the bit.
Oh boy. Dangerous pass. Westgarth, I think, had it touched. Muya. Yeah, whistle's got to come. Muya making sure the whistle gets sounded that time. Muya misses the first. Both teams in the bonus right now. Muya hits the second.
Brings it back to a 12-point game. 2:05 left on the clock here. Raheem's been good going one-on-one, but got himself into a dangerous territory there.
It's a team defense by CTA. Been very tough to beat. CTA looking to run some clock. Harris with Jones on him. We go back to Muya. He's got Daves on him. Another foul on Reed.
Yeah, that'll definitely be on Reed. Matthew played him clean.
No,
wait, they did.
They called it.
They did call it on Daves. That's crazy. He had his hands up. They called a push. Maybe underneath. Maybe got some body. Can the defending champs get this done?
I think you'd get Muya. I think you'd get Muya on the line as often as you can if you're the Blues. He's missed 4 straight. That is a backbreaker offensive rebound. Akot bringing it down. It's been a trend all tournament long. 2 missed free throws, offensive rebound.
And at this point, Central Tech on their next position is going to have to look for a three.
Leads up to 13, 127 left. CTA doing what they do, the defending champs. In the second, timeout on the floor. Stay with us. It's at 14, the Blues running out of time.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Georges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product.
My name's DeAndre Reed. I'm mic'd up for Norfolk Hoops.
Mike, no, what you gotta say? I see you, boy. I see you down there. Hey, Mike, I know you hear me, Mike, over there. I know you hear me, Mike, over there. Let's go, boy.
Let's go, boy. Oh, yeah, I'm in help. I'm in help. I'm in help.
Hey, who's up there?
The Blues are running out of time. Canada Top Flight Academy looking for one more stop. Sullivan cooking. Reed getting into the paint, looking to force the issue. Great move by Reed. I'm sure CTA was okay with giving up 2.
And he
just
used
not
the rim
3.
to protect himself on that one.
Akot has not been solid with the ball today. Sullivan is thinking about it. Gets to the line.
And he thought about the... Sullivan thought about the 3. I thought he should have took that one for sure.
Well, he's got 31 in the game.
Yeah, I'm not going to question. Never mind. I'll take it back. I'm not going to question his shot selection. This kid is a machine.
But his Blues are stuck 12, have not been able to come back from this 20-point first quarter deficit, trying to force it. No
Good
call.
D by Jalal, staying vertical on that one.
1 minute left. Oh, Isaiah Adebaboye, steal and basket. These Blues
Put the pressure
will
on.
not go
Put
away.
the pressure on. Let's go. 10-point game, under a minute to go.
Just running out of time, Elias.
Oh, almost got another steal.
Westgarth. Foul on the floor. Westgarth at the line looking to add to his 30-point game, including 8 trifectas.
Already got the University of Prince Edward Island, who has offered him a full scholarship at this point, and many other interested schools. I'm getting texts, I'm getting all sorts of messages here from coaches based off of this performance and the tournament as a whole.
And CTA still will have one more left after this one. Reed taking it hard. No call. Westgarth with the ball, up 11. Being smart about it. Burning some clock. The Blues not in a position to just force the foul. They got to play good D, hope for a miss or a steal. And their bench is still loud, still chanting defense.
And 10 seniors for Central Tech.
Yes.
This could be their last game of their high school career.
Still got the consolation. I know it's not what everybody wants to hear, but the loser of this game will stick around. Now, it's not on our bracket, but we do have a third place game. The two teams that come out on the losing end of these semifinals, 7 o'clock CTA and Central Tech, which you're watching right now, which looks like our defending champions will be there to defend their crown in the finals tomorrow at 5 p.m. And then after this game, the Notre Dame Hounds take on GTA Prep at 9. The teams that come out in the losing end of these two games will meet at 3 p.m. So if you can get out here tomorrow and you want to see the championship final, you'll get 2 games for the price of 1. You'll get a chance to watch the Central Tech Blues send off their 10 seniors in style as they'll take on whoever comes up on the losing end of our 9 o'clock game, our other semi. As this one's about to wind down, 18.3 left. The Blues down 11. Sullivan with 31 in the game. CTA. Timeout, CTA. Down 11.
Everyone has their story. What's yours? Were you born with the ball in your hands? Or were you a late bloomer? Are you a dead-eye shooter? Or a high flyer?
Throws up an alley-oop! All elbow! Williams!
Are you a leader? Or an elite role player? North Pole Hoops wants to know, what's your story?
Why do you do it?
Atik Jalal inbounding for CTA as they have themselves an 11-point lead with 12.7 left. DeAndre Reed comes up with a steal. The Blues, as we said, will go down swinging, and that's what they are doing. Adebaboye from range. Jones tries to pull it down. He can't. You know, if the Blues had another half of basketball.
Look, they won the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They won the fourth quarter, but you needed more.
CTA wins it. The defending champs will have a chance to defend their crown. They advance, but the Blues, we will see them one more time at the consolation final tomorrow at 3 p.m. Stay with us. We'll be back. The second semi will be up very soon.